Good evening, everyone. It's Eric here with a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, the 27th day of April here in 2017. We had a stormy end of the afternoon as expected, and it's turning into a very nice evening. As I record this, it's 7:55, just before the NFL draft is getting set to get underway. Beautiful sunset. We had some great rainbows earlier on, thanks to everyone who sent in pictures. With their Storm Tracker 21 app, you can submit pictures directly through the app. You can send your pictures to weatherpics@wfmj.com. You can hit me up on Facebook and Twitter and my Instagram, and there's lots of ways to get pictures to me, and thanks to everyone who sent in rainbow pictures earlier on. So it's a very nice end to our evening after a bumpy ride, for a couple of hours across the valley earlier on. We had a severe thunderstorm warning for a time in Columbiana County, but we have no more warnings. And here's a look at some of the local rainfall totals. Close to half an inch in Mercer, generally a tenth to 2/10 in parts of Mahoning County and Trumbull County and down into Columbiana County as well, even though surely there were some higher amounts that weren't captured by those specific rain gauges. All right, here's a radar loop over the last 4 hours. I'm actually going to just sort of guide this through slowly. Here was our initial band of showers and storms right around 5:30, and then the warning went up at about a quarter till 6 for this cell down in Columbiana County, and this produced some pea-size hail and some gusty winds and certainly some vivid lightning along Route 30 and heading over towards 7. And it produced quite a bit of rain as well. And then we also had some heavy rain during the 6 o'clock hour up into Lawrence and Mercer County as well. No severe weather with this, but a good lightning show in Mercer and up towards Sandy Lake and heading over towards the northeastern corner of Mercer County. That's the last hurrah of the showers this evening. When I recorded this at 7:57, probably the strongest storm of the day rolling south of our viewing area. This is around Steubenville right now, and this is a big-time hail producer. Probably some severe hail with this across the Steubenville area, heading just north of West Liberty and heading over into parts of Pennsylvania here before too much longer. There's probably some 1-inch hail contained within this storm, and probably some wind as well. Here's our velocity out of the Pittsburgh radar, sampling some. Let's see if we can get a sampling here in this green color of 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. All right, so most of you are watching this well after I recorded it, but at 7:58, that was what was going on. Here's our big picture for tomorrow. Tomorrow a cooler day, but very comfortable. 70 tomorrow is what we're going for. The record high 87, the record low 24. And we're in third place on the list of warmest Aprils on record. It is going to be a cooler day tomorrow and a cooler start to the day. You'll need a jacket tomorrow morning. If you're walking the dog early or as the kids get on the bus in the morning, it'll be noticeably chillier. Temperatures down in the 40s at the start of the day. But we'll be dry tomorrow, sunshine in the morning, clouds roll in the afternoon. These clouds won't bring any rain until tomorrow night. We'll get a few periods of rain tomorrow night, and then the all-important weekend forecast. All right, so the situation for Saturday is this front's going to be stalled somewhere across Ohio and Pennsylvania. It's going to attract moisture like a magnet, and some of this moisture will get squeezed out of the atmosphere in the form of rain. I don't think it rains every hour of the day Saturday, but I do think it can rain at just about any time. And a lot of this will be pretty light, but it's going to be a nuisance, pardon me. And if you want to try to get outdoors Saturday, just have your Storm Tracker app. Make sure you're following everyone here on social media. Candace, Andrew, and Jess will be working over the weekend, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on the radar. No severe weather expected Saturday or Sunday, although Sunday could feature a spotty shower or a thunderstorm. The big story Sunday is, hey, we're getting into the warm sector, and temperatures are going to blast off, probably even warmer than today. So the moisture comes surging back into the Ohio Valley over the next couple of days, and this will be a big severe weather threat once again for parts of the deep south, lower Ohio Valley on Saturday and into parts of Sunday as well. And then the drier air sweeps east on Monday, and the air mass changes big time. Well, this is the first time this year I'm showing this graphic. It's the dew point graphic. I think Sunday is going to be humid. Probably the most humid day of the year so far, with dew points probably surging up into the 60s and maybe even mid-60s. And, you know, one of the first times this year we've been talking about that. So look at the roller coaster ride as far as the moisture level goes over the next week. Pretty dry air mass behind our front tonight into tomorrow. Dew points creep up Saturday, and then I think you're really going to notice them on Sunday. Still expecting a cooler period in the 8 to 14 day outlook, and let's take a look at some of the modeling here for the longer range. Now, I've been talking all week about how this cool shot's coming for next week, And it has some staying power, I think. It's going to be below average starting Tuesday and probably lasting through the end of next week and probably even next weekend, the first weekend of May. And you look at the latest European modeling here, the latest long-range modeling, it keeps these cool anomalies into mid-May. Not to say there can't be a warm day every now and then, but generally cooler than average, I think, is going to be the rule for at least the first half of May. And this jives with a lot of the other modeling as well. In fact, here's the American modeling for the entire month of May, showing a big, cool anomaly across the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. So this could actually end up kind of going like January, February, March, April, and into May. The pattern was really warm in February. March was actually cooler than February, and May could be cooler than April. That's the way it's looking. Like May could be kind of like March was, actually cooler than the previous month. So kind of unusual. So that's the way things look right now. As far as precipitation goes, compared to average, not much of a signal on the latest European modeling. A wet signal in the Plain States, Mississippi Valley, but not really much to hang our hat on here as far as precipitation compared to average over the next month. All right, enjoy the draft tonight if you're watching the NFL Draft, and I hope to see you tonight on 21 News at 11. Have a great Thursday night.